Hey everybody, it's Joshua Burney, aka Joshua B, the public speaking rapper with an English degree, and I'm actually here to talk about business. If you don't know, I am the owner of Brownstone Rental, and we do believe that transportation brings you freedom. And I know that because I remember my very first car. It was a 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, white. Windows was busted out. The bumper was missing. The gas tank needle was off, and it would sputter and jerk when you would drive it at random times. But I took care of that car, and it lasted me 8 years. And now being in a position to where I own a rental car company, I'm always keeping my customers in the front of my mind. I want them to enjoy the car. I want them to feel at ease when they're driving down the road without having to think if the car is okay. And that's why if I was to give any two pieces of advice when it comes to building any company, is one, customer service. You're always keeping your customer in the forefront of your mind. How can you better serve your customers? How can you make it easier for them? How can you make it more convenient for them? How can you ensure that you're providing the right service for or product for that customer? And that's one thing that we really pride ourselves on here at Brownstone Rental. We're always looking for ways to accomplish that, finding out more cars to add to the fleet that customers want, finding out what customers like about the car and what certain features that they're looking for, and all those things tie into our decisions. Even when it comes to pick up and delivery, what ways can we find it easier to make our customers' lives easier? And I think that has really propelled us to the success that we've had in the last several months. And we've been able to achieve over 130 five-star reviews and so much more. And that is keeping our customers in the forefront. Now, does that mean that every situation has been easy peasy lemon squeezy? No. There are situations to where, we've had to communicate with the customer that maybe there's a change in our delivery time. I could think specifically of a situation where a tire light came on right before we was going to deliver a car. And when we was going to go take care of that, I realized that the car was not as clean as it should have been, at least up to my standards. And I have high standards when it comes to making sure my customers' cars are clean. And for one, it's all about communicating with your customer. If anything happens, and this is a customer service tip, if anything happens well in advance, contact your customer as soon as you can to let them know, hey, this is what's going on, but here's the solution, and here's what we're going to do to be able to make sure that this is taken care of. Communication, honestly, has a lot of complaints when it comes to bad customer service. So you can alleviate that problem by being proactive when it comes to communicating with your customers. Many of the times they are really understanding. Majority, honestly, are going to be understanding. You may have that 5% that won't be, but that's perfectly fine. If 95% of the people are understanding, when you communicate with them what's going on and how you're going to solve the problem, they're going to be really patient, and they're going to be understanding, and they will appreciate it in the long run, because that's the truth about business. Everything isn't going to go easy, but it's how you overcome those in those moments that's going to help you in the long run. And in this situation, when the tire light came on, I communicate with the customer, hey, I am going to be a little bit late. I want to ensure that the car is going to be safe for you. So we are going to be late. I apologize about it. But then also, listen, I can't deliver the car to her dirty. So you can't be two things, right? That's what I genuinely believe in. That. Don't be two things. Don't be late and the car is dirty, right? Like, that's why I also believe don't be dumb and look crazy at the same time. Like, don't do that. You pick one or the other. In this case, I definitely don't want to give a car dirty to a customer, because then that doesn't help our cleanliness focus point. But if I'm going to be late, I at least better make sure that car is clean when that customer gets there. So we had to go clean the car really quickly. And once again, the customer said that they appreciated it, and no, they didn't like that I was late, but they appreciate that I communicated with them, and they still gave us a high rating because of that. So I would definitely continually say, keep your customers in mind. And if you run into a situation with the customer, communicate with them early, so that way you can at least be on the same page, and they're a lot more flexible. And the last thing I'll say when it comes to this, man, I'm always thinking ahead. What's the vision for the business? And no matter what stage you are in, I think really stretching ourselves to think further, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, just to stretch our minds to that does so much for us, does so much for me, because it makes me think differently. It makes me understand that I really don't understand, and that what I'm going into, look into the future, it's okay that I don't understand. We're looking to build a long-term business and have success in that. And that means that there are things at this moment of time I don't understand, and that's perfectly fine. So just know in business that you're gonna run into that. But that's when it comes to have good people around you. That comes from researching. And what do I mean by researching? It means reading books about your industry. It means Google searching, watching videos on it, gathering that information, because your answer to a problem that you may be facing or will help you prevent a problem in the future is going to be right there in front of you. And so you don't want to neglect that research, because it's so important, and it's never ending. You're going to keep finding that information. You're going to keep searching that information because you want to grow. I want to grow. And that's one of our goals. Our goal is to become one of the largest rental car companies on the East Coast. And we will achieve that for many reasons. And that is because my belief, that is because of the work that we put in and taking care of our customers. That is because of the people around me that have my back and support me and positively pour into me, so that way I can continually get better. And that's what it's about, especially when it comes to building a business. It's not easy, but it's not meant to be easy. And I hope that you have success in whatever you're doing. And if you are looking into starting a business of your own, I recommend read some books on customer service, watch some other videos I have about customer service and sales, and keep believing and dream further down the line, because that's what's going to help you. And ultimately, we move in faith. Faith without works is dead, but faith is believing the things that God put on you to do. So you keep pushing, you keep having faith, and we're all going to be here at the top one day. So I hope you have a great day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. Actually, I'm about to get back to some work. I love cooking shows, by the way. So I'm actually watching this cooking show that's really dope. But I'm getting back to the work, because it's a beautiful day, always to be in the land of the living. And as always, I hope you have a productive and profitable day. Again, my name is Joshua Burney, aka Joshua B, the public speaking rapper with an English degree. And have a good day.